Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial from Game Jammin'. I'm going to show you guys how to play Aggro Paladin. And as per normal practice, I will be just playing the games and talk to you as we go along, especially when there's breaks. In case you see something funny and you notice that suddenly my face is a lot more visible, it's because I finally have new lighting. So hopefully it makes me a little bit easier to see, though weirdly I think you're watching the cards, so I don't know how that helps. But whatever, it's okay. Alright, so we're in the game already. What we're mulliganing for is especially the Leper Gnome is really good, Sir Finley. You basically want to get a nice 1-2-3 curve. Don't really care about the Ironbeak Owl. Shaman, I don't really care about that. And I don't want the 4-drops just yet. I'll keep the Abusive Sergeant as a backup option, but hopefully I get another 1-drop. I've also got the coin too, which will help me out. So this deck is fairly straightforward. It plays similarly to a Face Hunter, but still think here you're trying to play smart. You want to keep board control as best you can. So don't just you don't just go directly to the face whatsoever. You have options. In this situation, I'm actually gonna only play out the 1-drop, and the reason why is I have some options here for 3-drop where I might want to put out the muster early. So I'm going to see if I can take advantage of that. The main synergies or interesting things you have in here is the Knife Juggler can synergize obviously with the muster for battle. You play out the Knife Juggler and muster for battle and get a bunch of free damage in. It also synergizes with the Haunted Creeper because then you run it into a minion, it summons 2, so the Knife Juggler again would pop. What can throw people off about this deck when an opponent is playing against it is that... Oh, you know what? I probably should have mustered for battle there. That's fine. We'll leave it as it is. Yeah, not much you can do about it now. But a lot of people are expecting Secret Pally in the current meta. And since I'm not playing Secret, it can throw them off. They'll be like, "Ew, you weren't doing that." You can see that muster for battle is so strong. You're able to get a weapon out, which you can use for a bunch of different turns. And you kind of have health to sacrifice because you're trying to go fast anyways. So who cares if you eat up a little bit of health? So just, you kind of want to take advantage of that and get the 1 damage in where it makes sense. If it saves you a minion, it saves you a minion. Alright, so here... Notice here this Divine Shield is so powerful that I'm going to put my upgrade on it so that I don't lose it. You have both the Argent Horse Rider as well as the Shielded Minibot with the Divine Shield, which is super helpful for putting buffs on. That means they have to do 1 extra damage to go kill it. Now, this is a little bit different, though, for a Shaman. The Shaman has the... Earth Shock. Earth Shock is silences a minion that deals 1 damage. Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay, that's fine. It's kind of expected. But now he's overloaded out, so that kind of sucks for him. And this is your other superstar card. So we are going to load up the board as much as we can. And notice because I've got this, it's like... there is no reason not to just buff it like crazy. My opponent has a lot of cards, and now I get to draw. Draw lots. Oh yeah. Not to mention the fact that I've got a full board. After losing all my minions, I was able to fill up the board again. Super nice. You are playing to be quick. You really only have 1 catch-up mechanism, and that catch-up mechanism isn't that good for getting you the board back. It's just for getting you more cards. So you got Consecration, which is great, but Divine Favor is even better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10, 11 right there with the Wolf Rider. Sorry, dude. You can see how this deck, even though it looks like it's whatever, it's just minions, you know, how powerful could it possibly be? It ends up being quicker than you expect it to be. It's not a face hunter because you don't have the direct damage like they do. But you have a lot of minions that are kind of annoying to deal with. And a lot of times people can't handle your minions. So they kind of have to be like, oh, I'm going to wait till turn 3 or I'm going to wait till turn 4. And then at that point, it might be already be too late. So let's play another game or two, get some in. What other things are interesting about this deck? It's really nice having that Blessing of Kings to make a super buff minion. But what I would recommend is that you probably don't want to play it when you can't immediately get an attack in with it. So what you don't want to do is put out a minion and a minion that doesn't have a charge, and then immediately play Blessing of Kings on it. Likely the opponent will have some sort of removal, so it's better to go in, get the attack with the Blessing of Kings. That's a cool curve, but I'm gonna get rid of the Arcane Golem for now. Now we have Sir Finley. That brings up the other really interesting thing. You'll see lately, it seems a lot of decks are featuring him just because having a different hero power is so beneficial or has such a change of the dynamic that you might as well do it. Like in this situation, I don't really care to get a ton of minions. I mean, like, yeah, that's great, but sometimes I want to just deal faster damage. So, not to mention the fact that he's a 1/3, which is annoying for my opponent to deal with. What I would recommend is you want to go for stuff like Steady Shot or Card Draw. Those are the big things that you want. I can't think of too many other situations. You could go for the Mage Ping if you really need, if you're afraid you're going to face him against a bunch of other minions, but... Alright. What do we do here? Now, I could just buff him and attack, but it doesn't really accomplish that much. I could just kill off this guy. Let's do that. I don't think there's going to be a ton of targets that I'm going to want to silence anyways, so I'm just going to kill that off. And now that his totem is useless. Pretty much. Likely, again, this is the second time I'm facing a shaman, so... likely this is an aggro shaman, so he doesn't have a way to boost it. And that kind of hurts a little bit. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? Think it might be time to flood the board. Okay. And then that's enough damage to kill them. Let's do this. I think I could flood the board a little bit more, but I'm slowing down just a tiny bit because I'm afraid of if he has some sort of effect to clean up my board, then I will have been overcommitted. Okay, he did have that. All right, so let's buff this. Aha! Again, I'm slowing down just a hair because I'm afraid of what board clears he's going to have. Though, again, it could very well be argued that, Jamin, you should have played faster because you want to use your Divine Favor. I'm imagining I'm just not going to get that much value out of Divine Favor. But we'll see. Ah, that's a really good play on his part. Unless he does that. If he just killed off my minions, he would have been totally in the clear. That seems like a poor choice. Okay. So we're going to put this out. We're going to put this out. Let's see if this hits. Oh, I got lucky. I will take that gladly. Let's attack here. And we'll just keep dealing with direct damage. Technically, could have put the Blessing of Might on, but again, I'm going with the theory that I'm not going to get much value out of Divine Favor. Okay. So now I get my turn with Argent Horse Rider. 1, 2, and I guess this is the time to use the Argent Favor. Kill that off. Kill that off. Kill that off. I'm likely not going to get any more cards in this anyways. Cool. Oh, I wish I'd gotten the muster for battle when there was a Life Juggler out on the board. No! But you can see already how the Steady Shot is paying off. I would be much more behind if I didn't get extra damage in there. Though maybe I could have drawn more cards. We'll see at the end whether I win or lose. Aha! Aha. True Silver for the win. This card is really awesome too. Now I get to... Not only do I get to attack, I also get a heal. And now I get to take full advantage of that. Super nice. The question is, does he have the burn? I'm assuming he doesn't, because otherwise he'd be playing it immediately. Dun dun dun! What will he do? Oh, there's the Doomhammer! Okay, there's the 10 damage. Does he have the rest of the combo? Oh, he had the rest of the combo. That was good. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about that. I tried. Aggro Shaman is really tricky. Oh, I'm sorry. I should move this down. Don't need to see that. Let's try one more game. See if we get a different opponent. Give it a second in case I get the exact same Shaman again. Hopefully not. Are you guys excited for the new format coming out? New standard format? Should be a lot of fun. I really can't wait for that to come out. And what I would like to do as soon as that comes out, try a whole bunch of new different decks. I did save up a bunch of gold so I can get a bunch of packs. So hopefully I can afford a bunch and can try out a whole very different options. I really like Seal of Champions, but unfortunately you should always be mulliganing for your drops first. This is a cool combo with the Haunted Creeper and the Knife Juggler. I really like that combo a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't hit it. Now, if he misses, I have a chance. Okay, there's an idea here. I can be risky, and I would put out the Knife Juggler. The problem is that he has like a Pyromancer. It's really easy for him to burn stuff from his hand. Generally, priests have a few zero-cost spells. Not to mention they have the coin, so they just go Pyromancer, spell, and they'll eat up their hand. But let's try risky. We'll show you what happens when it goes wrong, or when it goes right, maybe. This is the same concept that the Aggro Shaman has with the. You saw the minion, the 3/2 that does Wind Fury attack. Essentially, it's more about forcing your opponent to make a play. Like that. So, likely it's not going to stick. But if it does stick, it's cool. So, we're going to try to take advantage of this and get some extra damage in. Debating here. I think in this situation it's better to wait. Force him to make an attack and figure out what he wants to do. It's really tricky though. He can boost this character and I will literally have no option except for Iron Beak Owl. Or some sort of attack boost. Oop. Yep, that'll hurt. That will hurt. Oh, interesting. So we have a chance. So in this situation, there's two ways to handle this. I could just put out the South Sea Deckhand. That's actually not too bad. South Sea Deckhand and the Argent Horse Rider, and I actually get to take advantage of the weapon more. So let's do that.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. The battle for justice. The battle.
I normally don't like reducing myself to completely nothing, but yeah, it's tough. Priest is a really tough battle. You either get ahead of them real quick, or you don't and you die. The problem is that they've got the Holy Nova, which does 2 damage to all your characters, and all your minions die to 2 damage. Pretty much. Which is almost like why you run a Consecration. Oh, that's gonna hurt. So let's go Knife Juggler, Haunted Creeper. Get my extra damage in. Alright. Alright. The other thing that's really annoying about this matchup is that they've got the 6 cost that will steal your 2 attack or less minions. Akana is really annoying too. They have a bunch of different things that are really annoying. Okay, so let's do True Silver. Minion. There we go. Got rid of him. You notice here that I'm not just going directly face. I'm going for board control. It's a balance. There's going to be a point where you're going to flip around and be like, okay, I have to go for face. But for starters, you kind of always got to go for keeping the board control as best you can. But luckily, you got catch-up mechanics like Divine Favor. So let's go like this. This. And then let's do the muster. Summon minion. I'm gonna have to wait one more turn for the Divine Favor. Again, Holy Nova happens. Holy Nova happens. There's only so much you can really play around. It's a really tricky balance because you sometimes you have to kind of get a feel for what you think your opponent's going to play, and how they're reacting to your minions. If they keep leaving all your, for a different kind of deck, if they kept leaving all your minions at 2 health, then they're probably playing for a Holy Nova. This case, I don't really have too much of a choice anyway, so we're just gonna deal. Let's kill this. I do not like killing off my minions like this, but something has to be done. Even that one's annoying. I already attacked, yeah. Nah, there's no point. I really want to play that Iron Beak Owl, and so I can play my Divine Favor, but there's not really much point right now, and there's a chance he can play something strong like a Sludge Belcher, and I won't have a method of getting around it. As you can tell, despite having a board advantage, I am playing from behind right now.
I must consider.
At this point, I really need the card draw. So, okay, now we got something interesting here. We got 3, 5, and then I have a choice about playing Divine Favor or not. Let's do that. We're going to see what the choice is right now. Oh, I did that wrong. You can technically get to use your hero power twice. Oh, I can draw cards. That's kind of cool. Let's get our card draw in now. 3, come on. Attack boost, that's cool.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
There we go. Now, at this point in the game, I have infinite card draw. So it's not a card draw issue anymore. Now it's about keeping ahead of my opponent and knowing that I literally just gave away an Iron Beak Owl. That hurt. But it's okay. We can deal. We can deal. 1, 2, 3. And draw me some more cards. And at this point, I think the let's do the Argent Horse. No, I think the Arcane Golem. He used a Holy Nova, and he only has 3 cards left, so he can't. I don't really expect him to be able to pull out too much. Ah, the Light Bomb. I'm trying to think, what other things did I tell you about this matchup? They have Light Bomb. That can kind of suck. Wait, what was he going to play? Interesting. Okay. Definitely do choose silver. Definitely put this out. Definitely put that out. Charge him up. Let's attack. And let's attack. At this point, I'm pretty much all in. There's nothing to wait around for. Now, if he can't deal with... No, I still don't have lethal. I don't have lethal because he's going to heal himself right now. But all he needs is really like one answer, and it's game over. If he does another Shadow Priest, that would kind of hurt. This is going to hurt too. Okay. Draw a card. Aha! This is really good. Now, I'm not going to play this out. And I am not going to attack yet either. I am being careful because if he's able to kill this, then that'll be wasted, right? Like that. Now, if he's not playing that, I'm wondering what would he be holding that you wouldn't play? I have to think about that. Oh, when we've run ourselves out of cards. Blessing of Kings. I have to draw the Haunted Creeper. That's my only minion for doing damage. No point in attacking right now. That is funny. I've never gotten to a situation where I actually decked out with this. And he's growing, he's getting more and more options by the minute. By the second, I should say. Haunted Creeper! There we go. If I put him to... Okay, so this is a little bit funny. But there's an in-between area. Oh. That's one card, right? Do I really have to be worried about that? Did he play... I'm debating whether he played Shadow Word Death. He hasn't played it yet.
I wonder.
Yeah. We're going to wait. We're going to be patient. So I've got 8 damage here. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're in between 3 and 5 damage, then he can't use his Shadow Word Death or Shadow Word Pain. So what I'm going to try to do is burst him. Man, so close. I was debating whether to throw another power-up on him, but I was afraid that he could have the Shadow Word Death, and then I'm doomed. He had the Shadow Word Death, so it was a good thing I played around it. But can he kill 2 minions? I don't think so. He's got to heal himself.
Let me change your mind.
He lost. Good game. No, but I'm fine. Not to mention Consecration. That was a fun match. I've never decked out with this deck before. That's the power of Divine Favor. So, this is a fun deck to make. It is fairly cheap. I don't know what the dust cost is, but if I remember correctly, there's only one rare, the Sir Finley Mergleton. And you don't have to use Sir Finley. It's just a cool option to throw in there if you have it, if you did the solo expansions. Other than that, the rest of the cards are fairly low cost, and they're interchangeable. If you don't have an Arcane Golem, throw in another Wolf Rider. That's fine. True Silver is easy to, that's part of the basic cards. Seal of Champion is actually supposed to be the that 1/3 cost card, the one that gives your character Divine Shield and Taunt. That's really good to have. I didn't have it. I threw in Seal of Champions. It does fine. It's not a problem. Everything else is fairly cheap. So try out the deck, have fun with it, and I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you later. Bye.